Buffalo currently sits in 10th and played arguably their worst game of the season. And it feels like it's getting uglier, not better for them. My question is it time to start ringing some alarm bells? Do you think they're going to slide in at 8?
I'd maybe ring a telephone, make a move.
Ring a telephone.
I'd maybe pick up the phone and say, hey, who can you send us that's going to help us? The one thing I'll say about this team that I didn't notice on watching them TV throughout the season, but in person, I definitely noticed it. I think their age is catching up to them on the back end. I'm not even just talking about Vince, and I don't mean any disrespect to any of these guys because I love all of them, but Paul Dawson looks slow. Steve Perolo doesn't look very agile right now. Matt Vince didn't look great. Their transition was like non-existent. I think they lost a couple of defensive pieces in the offseason that they didn't replace, and now it's just kind of like, hey, veterans, go and try to do this. And not that they can't. And that's why, again, I'm not ringing any alarms because I still think they're better than a couple of these teams that are ahead of them in the standings. But it's one of those things that's like, if they don't make a move like quickly, basically before the trade deadline gets here, that's when it's going to be like, all right, start sounding the alarms because they can't afford to drop another couple of games. But do I think they're better than the Seals? Yes. Do I think they're better than Toronto? Yes. Both of those teams right now are ahead of them in the standings. So there's still time to overtake them, but those teams also don't have, like I just said, the issue of they're old.
I think Toronto's getting better. We just talked about San Diego's getting better. I'm looking at their schedule and I'm like, they've still got Vancouver twice. They've still got Saskatchewan twice. They've got Colorado again. They got the Nighthawks again. There's a good number of these games that right here, right now, you would think, probably not going to win those. Next week, they have the Wings. They have to win that game.
If they lose against the Wings, that to me will be like, this is it. And like you said, it's worse looking each week to where it's not like, oh, we just lost a 1-goal game because the ball bounced a different way, or we made one bad play here and it resulted in a goal. This weekend's score is an oddity. I recognize that. But you gave up 12 goals in the first half. That's a full game score in 30 minutes of play. You scored 4 when you have two of literally the best forwards to ever play the game on your team.
If they lose to the Wings, and I don't expect that, I'm sure you don't expect that. I'm not sure that really anyone expects that to happen. If they lose to the Wings, you're going to go from a telephone ringing to like a full 5 alarm. But winning against the Wings, it ain't going to do a whole lot because it's the Wings.